The FDA, remember, is just putting out its third warning this year, saying 27 different kinds of eye drops are not safe.
Federal regulators say stop using these 26 eye drop products, which could pose an infection risk.
Drug administration's warning people not to buy certain eye drop products due to the risk of possible infection that could result in partial loss or blindness.
So the FDA recently released a warning advising consumers to avoid and throw out several different eye drops because they found evidence of contamination and risk for eye infections. I'm going to cut to the chase and give you the list right away. And I'm also going to share with you some concerning trends about why these eye drop recalls and dangerous eye infections seem to be popping up so frequently. So here's the list, which was updated most recently on November 3rd, 2023. Stores and pharmacies are still in the process of removing these eye drops from their shelves, but if you see these eye drops in the store, avoid them. Or if you already have them, throw them away and don't use them. So there were 7 brands of eye drop distributors which were named in the warning. Let's go through them one by one. First up are the CVS Health generic eye drops. They go by the name lubricant eye drops, multi-action relief drops, lubricant gel drops, and mild moderate lubricating eye drops. Next are the Walmart Equate Hydration preservative-free lubricant eye drops. Next we have the Target branded Up and Up artificial tears. There's the Up and Up dry eye relief lubricant eye drops and the Up and Up extreme relief dry eye drops. Okay, next are the Rite Aid generic eye drops, which go by lubricant eye drops, gentle lubricant gel eye drops, lubricant gel drops, and multi-action relief drops. The next set of eye drops named in the FDA warning are the Leader brand eye drops from Cardinal Health. They go by lubricant eye drops, eye irritation relief, and dry eye relief. Okay, the next brand of eye drops are Rugby eye drops, which go by lubricating eye drops and lubricating tears eye drops. And lastly are the Velocity Pharma lubricant eye drops. So again, if you have these eye drops in your home, make sure to throw them out and don't use them. And avoid these different eye drop brands for the foreseeable future until we get more guidance from the FDA. Now, with this list of medications, a few things jump out to me. First is that this is a large-scale recall. I mean, they named generic brands from stores like CVS, Walmart, Target, and Rite Aid. Those are the biggest box stores and pharmacies we have in America and where the majority of patients go to purchase their eye drops, so this affects many people. The other interesting thing I noticed when I was doing research for this video was that if you flip over the boxes and look at the labels carefully, you see that they're all made in India. So it seems like the source of contamination is a factory in India. And when I saw that, that made me think of another recent recall of eye drops, which happened in February 2023. Earlier this year, the CDC, or the US Center for Disease Control, announced that there was an outbreak of severe eye infections linked to specific eye drops that were also being manufactured in India. Before the CDC announcement, eye doctors had begun reporting severe corneal infections caused by a bacteria called Pseudomonas. Corneal infections or ulcers caused by Pseudomonas bacteria can be severe and cause permanent corneal scars and vision loss. What we saw in the February outbreak was that this particular strain of Pseudomonas was extensively drug resistant, meaning that all the usual antibiotics we use to fight bacterial infections were not effective against the strain. Unfortunately, these Pseudomonas eye infections worsened for a lot of patients and even spread to the bloodstream for some of them. According to the latest CDC report, unfortunately, 4 people have died from the infections, at least 14 have suffered vision loss, and 4 have undergone enucleation, or basically they required surgical removal of the eyeball to prevent further spread of the infection. When the CDC completed an investigation of why these people were getting these serious infections, they traced the source back to an Indian eye drop manufacturer named Global Pharma Healthcare. This manufacturer produced many eye drops for different distributors, including Esri eye drops and Delsam eye drops, which were both recalled after the investigation. And so, looking at this more recent recall from October 2023, it's peculiar that all these eye drops are also originating from India. So I did some further research to figure out what's going on. It looks like all the generic eye drops named in this FDA warning, CVS, Target, Rite Aid, they get their eye drops from a manufacturer called Velocity Pharma, which sources its eye drops from India. And so this raises questions about the safety of eye drop products that are manufactured in other countries such as India. If these products are sold in the US, then it's up to the FDA to provide oversight on the different manufacturing facilities to ensure that they are following proper sterility and manufacturing protocols. But you can imagine how hard it would be. It's impossible, really, for the FDA to keep tabs on every single manufacturer throughout the world that sends products to the US. And so with these recent recalls and infectious outbreaks, I've personally lost trust in these generic eye drops that are manufactured overseas. We're unfortunately seeing a trend where the sanitary standards in several different Indian eye drop facilities have not been adequate to protect the safety of consumers. For now, I'd recommend the more popular branded artificial tears like Sustain Complete or Refresh Mega 3. Yeah, they're a little bit more pricey, but they're made in the USA and haven't been subjected to recent FDA recalls. And I personally think your vision and overall health is worth it. By the way, I don't have any financial relationship with either of those companies or any of the brands I mentioned in this video. I'm Dr. Michael Chua with Point of Hills Eye Care. See you next time.